time this week. There's something that I can't quite put my finger on, but I feel a little bit different. Maybe it's because we've been going buggy all week long. I'm so glad you joined me here at Edison. So, I hope you've had a good time this week, and I want to hear how you've been playing your day. I mean, we're even going to have a Zoom today, and you can join me, and we can visit together. If you want more information, just check out below and find out how you can link with us. All right, it's time to get our last day started, but first let's check out what you need from the summer kit. Let's look and see what you need. Here's what you need from your kit today. Your animation kit with direction card, your homemade Play-Doh, your bug journal and crayons, the ant parts practice sheet, and your Play Your Day tray. All right, everybody. We need to find our next place to go. I'm telling you, I feel a little different today. Do you notice anything about me? Well, I'm gonna need help. Let's call for him. Hey, gingerbread man!
Look around if you can. And answer me this. Where's this gingerbread man?
We're back. Did you guess? Here we are back in the library again. It's our last day of camp, and I thought, what a better way to start the day than with a story. And today we have a fantastic one. It's called There's an Ant in Anthony. Let's get started. Oh, there's a whole page of red ants. I wonder how many there are on this page. And I'm noticing some interesting things right away about the colors used on the page. Anthony. Anthony was learning how to spell his name in school one day when he found an ant in Anthony. Since he had found an ant in his name, Anthony wondered if he could find ants in other things too. So he searched all over his room. He did not find an ant in a pair of pajamas, or an ant in a goldfish bowl, or an ant in a chest of drawers. But he kept looking, and he found an ant in plant. He searched in his backyard. He did not find an ant in a barbecue. That looks delicious. Or an ant in a lawn sprinkler. Or an ant in a hammock. I think the only thing that was in a hammock was Anthony. But he found an ant in a radio antenna. Are you seeing a pattern? He searched in the city. He did not find an ant in a skyscraper, or an ant in a crowd, or an ant in a traffic jam. Oh, be careful, Anthony. He found an ant in a fire hydrant. Do you hear it? He searched the circus. He did not find an ant in a flying trapeze. Do, 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 do. Or an ant in a clown. Or an ant in a bag of peanuts. But he found an ant in an elephant. I'm saying that a little bit funny, aren't I? It's just to give you a clue. He was getting hungry, so he searched a fruit stand. He did not find an ant in a banana or an ant in a piece of watermelon, even though that happens to be a favorite choice picnic food for lots of our friends here at Edison. He did not find an ant in tangerine. Surprise! He found an ant in cantaloupe. Do you hear it? Cantaloupe. I bet by now you can see what's happening, can't you? Can't you? He searched the zoo too. He did not find an ant in a panda bear, or an ant in an armadillo, or an ant in a kangaroo. Instead, he found an ant in a panther. That's interesting. He searched a haunted house. He did not find an ant in a spider web, or an ant in a skeleton, or an ant in a bat. Oh, don't be scared. He found an ant in a phantom. He went to the library and searched through some fairy tales. He did not find an ant in a dragon. He did not find an ant in a knight in shining armor, or an ant in a magic beanstalk. But he found an ant in a giant. That sounds like a joke we heard earlier this week. He searched around the globe. He did not find an ant in Madagascar. It's way far away. Or an ant in Australia. That's where the kangaroos live. Or an ant in Bermuda. Of all places, he found an ant in the Atlantic. He searched the African jungle. He did not find an ant in a crocodile. Look at him sticking his head in there. I don't think I would do that. Or an ant in a hippopotamus. Or an ant in a 10-foot python. But he did find an ant in an antelope. Do you see it there? He searched the North Pole. He did not find an ant in a snowball, or an ant in an explorer, or an ant in a team of reindeer. Of course, he found an ant in Santa. Ho, 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 ho. He searched among all kinds of shapes. Do you recognize some of those shapes, boys and girls? He did not find an ant in a rectangle. He did not find an ant in a, you guessed it, circle. Or an ant in an octagon. Did you know an octagon has 8 sides? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But he looked some more, and he found an ant in a slant. And what's that shape called? A triangle? Here's the slant. Anthony was very tired after finding so many ants, so he sat down on the grass to rest. Without looking for them, he found ants in his pants. He had found enough ants for one day, he thought. So he ran home that instant. The end. That was very fun. So now that we read the story, there's an ant in Anthony. Did you notice anything interesting? Take a look at my table here. I have a very big ant, And over here, I have lots of ants. I have the little picture of an ant, but guess what this says? A-N-T, ant. So I'm wondering, could you help me find ant in some of the words that were in our story today? Let's go with the first one. First, I'm going to pick up this word right here. Antenna. Sometimes you find an antenna on a TV, but also bugs have antennas. So do you see an ant in antenna? Oh, wait. Do you see that? Is there an ant in antenna? Yes, there is. Nice noticing. Let's try another one. Oh, it's so hot outside. I love when they come and they open up the hydrant and then the water comes out and you can play in the streets. Is there an ant in hydrant? Let's look. Wait. I think I see it. Do you see it? Hydrant. There it is. A-N-T. Let's find another one. Oh, this is a big word. Elephant. Do you see an ant in elephant? A-N-T. Wait for it. I see it too. A-N-T. That was a fun word in our story. Wait. Ho, 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 ho. It's summertime, Ms. Trish. Not time to talk about Santa. But I wonder, is there an ant in Santa? Wait a minute. It looks like it's right in the middle. S, and then ant, and another rhyme. Oh, let's see. We've been spending a lot of time outside, and we have seen many of these. Here is a plant. Do you think there's an ant in plant? Let's see. Yup. You're right. A-N-T, plant. Also, a panther. I love that animal. So sleek and black. Let's see if there's an ant in panther. Wait, tell me when to stop. Oh, stop right there? All right, let's check. You were exactly right. P, and then there's the ant. Thur. Very good job. All right. This was that joke we had. Do you remember the joke we had where we talked about what kind of ant is really big? A giant. I bet for sure there's an ant in here. Let's see. Ant. There it is. And I have one more question. Do you have an ant in your pants? Do you? Let's see. Is there an ant in your pant that makes you want to dance? If I had ants in my pants, I would wiggle like crazy and I would start to laugh. Let's keep that going. Time for a new laugh.
Hi everybody, it's Mrs. Caldwell. I'm so excited to be here sharing laughs together. So everybody, here's my joke. What letter, if you get too close, can hurt you? The answer is a B. Well, that was fun. I'm so excited I got to see you today. Thanks for making me.
That was a funny one, except bees really can sting. Thanks, Stephanie, for telling us what to do in case that happens. Oh, maybe I better think about a more beautiful bug right now, and I know the very one.
You'll find us on your ceiling, you'll find us on your floors. We're crawling out of closets and coming in your doors. But don't you swat us, and don't you smash us, and no, no, don't you spray on us. Why don't you just try going buggy today?
Their fluttering wings and colors are so bright. As they search for nectar, they are a beautiful sight. Active during the day, these insects do not bite. They are different from the moths that come out at night. After their eggs hatch, baby caterpillars will crawl, feeding on leaves along the garden wall. Like magic, each one becomes a flying beauty. Sipping nectar from flowers, pollination is their duty. You can help them out by planting a flower bed and telling others to do the same to keep them fed.
Look around if you can! And answer me this! Where's this gingerbread man?
Well, hi, Miss H. How are you doing?
I am doing good. How are you?
I'm great. It's so nice to see you. It's been a while since I've seen your face. And that's the inside of your house?
It is.
So I'm so glad we could spend time together today. We have been going buggy this week. My first question, looking at my list, this week we are doing a story about picnics. And I was wondering, what is your favorite summertime food?
Well, I can't say I just have one favorite food. I would say two of my favorite summertime foods are corn on the cob and watermelon.
Oh, both of those are in our story. So
Awesome.
I know that. My next question is, in the summertime, how do you play your day?
But for me, it's fun to be out there digging in the dirt because I like to plant flowers, see whatever kind of bugs come up inside of the dirt, especially the worms. I try to leave the worms out there, but if the birds are right there in my yard, which I do have a lot of birds, I'll pull a few worms out and lay them in the grass so that the birds can eat.
Oh, so you take care of the birds and the worms. I don't know how I'd feel if I were a worm. And do you have a garden?
I do. I have a flower garden and I have a vegetable garden and I have grapes and blueberries and red raspberries and strawberries.
Oh my gosh, so you have all kinds of things growing in your backyard right now. So we've been doing rhymes together with the kids and looking at words that rhyme. And I have a word for you. It's B-U-G, bug. All right, so I'm going to see how many different words you can come up that rhyme with bug. Ready? Go.
Dug, rug, tug, mug, lug, rug, nug, zug, vug.
Oh my gosh, you sound like a true kindergarten teacher going through the letters of the alphabet. Is that what you were doing? Because I noticed that the kids do that too, putting
I was.
the bug. That was terrific. And I must say, I think I heard some Dr. Seuss words in there too. So I think that's kind of fun. All right, I have one last question for you before I send you off. This has been so fun that we've gotten together. So I was wondering, what was one of your favorite things to do in the summer when you were the little one?
My cousins and I like to play a lot of games. We would play tag and we would play duck, duck, goose in the grass. But one of my favorite games that I played was a game called Cooties. And Cooties was this game where you build a bug. And maybe that's why I like to be outside in the dirt all the time, because I like the bugs.
You're not going to believe this, but today we are going to make a game in our camp time. And it's not called Cooties, it's called Antimation. And that game is actually just like cooties. Do you remember putting the head together and the thorax and the abdomen, and then you had to stick the little feet
Yeah.
out? Yep. And what else?
Mhm.
I think you had to roll a die to get each one of the
Yes.
pieces.
Yes.
That's what they have to do for this game too. Well, that was perfect.
That's pretty cool.
That is very cool. Do you have anything else you want to say to the kids before we check out here today?
I just want to tell them that I hope that they have a wonderful summer. Have fun with the summer camp and keep reading.
Oh, that's for sure. I hope that by the end of camp, they'll have read our story so well, they'll be able to find rhymes everywhere.
Yes.
So I hope you take care and stay safe. And I can't wait to hear about all the things that are growing in all of your gardens.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you later.
Bye.
A 4. That means I get another leg, but oh my gosh, I'm still missing an abdomen.
Oh, hey, everybody. We're playing the game that is in your kit. It's called Animation, and it's just like the Cooties game that we talked about today in our interview with Miss H. And you see, I set up the tray. You have this paper inside your kit, and it tells you exactly how to set up the tray. Of course, we had to make the Play-Doh, but we already did that earlier, so it's ready to go. And we've been playing for a while. Whose turn is it, Devin?
It's your turn.
All right. As you can see right now, let's see. I have a thorax, and I have an abdomen, and I have one eye. Let me see. I think I want to put my thorax and my abdomen together. So I'm going to use this straw, and it'll hook it together and hold it together. All right. All right. Leg, leg, leg. 2. Oh, no. 2. It's a thorax. I already have a thorax. I guess I lose my turn. All right, it's your turn next, Evan. Hey, if you want to play this game, go ahead and set it up. Up to 4 people can play with the materials that you have. Looks like you're off to a great start on how you're going to play your day.
Well, hope you had fun at camp today. Don't forget to fill your tray. Fill it up and you can say just how you will play your day. Play your day. How you gonna play your day? Play Buggy I Spy, tell a joke, read your book, draw a butterfly, play Animation, explore more Play-Doh fun with the link below. Who's ready to play? Get on your way and play your day.
Hope you had a great time. If you can, take a moment to fill out the survey listed below. Also, we want to see you on June 19th at our Zoom. Click the link and we'll see you there at 10 o'clock. Bye for now.